Thank you. Well, welcome everybody. It's good to see you all on the call today. Want to welcome you all to the PHRA's membership experience informational webinar. So our goal today is to just kind of address some commonly asked questions and give you all an opportunity to interact with Liz and I and ask your own questions or discuss anything you'd like more details about. So this webinar will be recorded, as you all got the notification a few minutes ago, and then we'll send the recording to you via email, along with some follow-up information on the topics that we discussed, so you can access those. And if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to use the, oh, it's allergy season, and there was a sneeze coming, but I think I got it. Sorry about that. But if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to use the chat box and ask them, and we can address them all at the conclusion of the webinar, or you're welcome to unmute yourself too, and we can have a conversation that way. But I think that is it for me. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into introducing our presenters.
Hi, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Liz Lamping. I am the Executive Director here at the PHRA. I've been with the PHRA now for 16 years, so it's been a while. I received my master's degree from CMU in business management with a concentration in HR. And prior to joining the PHRA, I was the Senior Director of Member Services and a project manager for the Society of Human Resource Management, SHRM, in Washington, D.C. So as your executive director, I am responsible for the day-to-day operations of the association, which includes managing the different committees, our board of directors and staff, as well as developing our business plans and strategic plans in collaboration with our board of directors.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Catherine Miller. I am the Membership Development Manager with the PHRA, and I have been part of the staff for 6 years now. I earned my undergraduate degree in Human Resources Management from Point Park University. And at the PHRA, I'm responsible for things such as the oversight of membership growth and retention efforts, aiding in the development of our membership programs and the events. And I serve as a liaison to the volunteer committees and provide additional support for carrying out their initiatives. And over the next few minutes while we're on the call today, we'll review the basics of the PHRA, how you can make the most of your new membership, or how you can make the most of your membership if you're looking into possibly becoming a member, and then we'll answer any questions you have at the end. But on the screen, you'll be able to see what we'll cover today, which is the structure of the organization and our strategic priorities, some PHRA highlights, the membership benefits review, as well as opportunities to get involved, and then we'll tackle some of the upcoming events and your questions. So we really are looking forward to getting to know all of you a little bit more and connecting you all to each other through this webinar and through future events coming up. So I'm going to turn it over to Liz, and would you be interested in providing an opportunity, or providing an overview rather, of how the PHRA is structured, and then kind of we can chat about the strategic priorities.
Sure thing, I would love to do that. So first, thank you, Catherine, for kicking us off today, and welcome everybody. So the structure of the organization, well, I'm proud to say that we have entered into our 108th year of serving and advancing HR professionals. Our chapter's primary focus has always been to provide local networking and professional development opportunities for our members. In 2022, we celebrated our 50th year being an affiliated chapter with the Society for Human Resource Management. And for those of you that aren't familiar with SHRM, SHRM is the world's largest association devoted to HR management, and I believe they now are pushing over 300,000 members, so very large. As an affiliated chapter, it's important to note that PHRA is still separate and apart from membership in the national organization. SHRM currently has 575 affiliated professional chapters within the US and members in more than 140 different countries. PHRA is what they consider a super mega chapter. So we're very proud to be considered a super mega chapter because there are only 17 of those 575 chapters that are considered super mega. And those chapters all have over 1,000 members. So we are one of those chapters. There's a few requirements for us to maintain as a chapter to remain our affiliation with SHRM, such as 51% of our members also need to be members of SHRM so that we can remain affiliated. So for those of you on the call today that are members of SHRM, thank you for that. And we also have to have chapter representatives participate at the Pennsylvania State Council level. And typically our president is our representative with the Pennsylvania State SHRM. Pennsylvania State SHRM basically just provides key structure for our volunteer leaders in the state and an opportunity for them to consult together on affairs and activities, needs that may arise and problems within the state of Pennsylvania. Due to the hard work of our staff and our volunteers, PHRA has become a proud recipient of several awards from SHRM and the State Council over the years. We were Chapter of the Year in 2015, 2020, and 2022. And we also just recently received the SHRM Excel Platinum Award. All of these awards recognize outstanding achievement in chapter initiatives, our different accomplishments, strategic activities, and tactical initiatives that help to elevate the profession of HR. And just this past May, you may have seen the SHRM Platinum Excel Award announcement for this year, or 2022's achievements for the chapter. So PHRA's paid staff, myself, Catherine, Judith, our administrative assistant, we kind of look at ourselves as those that steer the boat by managing the day-to-day operations and the committee initiatives. Our board members are more of our fiduciaries who drive the organization towards a sustainable future, helping us to adopt sound, ethical, legal governance and financial management policies, as well as making sure that the association continues to have the adequate resources available to advance its mission. When you're at the next PHRA event, take a glance at the name badges on the attendees' name tags. You'll see ribbons. If somebody is a board member, they'll be clearly marked, and we'd appreciate it if you'd introduce yourself, ask questions, give feedback to those folks. That's what they're there for, to help serve and advance our membership. All right, so what is the vision of the PHRA? Our vision is to align HR as a strategic business partner in organizations by leading and increasing HR competency and business acumen. Our strategic priorities are our goals that are deemed most important by our board to ensure that the current and the future health of the association is strong. So in order to do this, our priorities are to serve the HR professional, maintain financial stability, and broadcast the message of HR and engage the Pittsburgh business community. So the next few minutes, I'm just going to briefly describe how we work through these strategic priorities throughout the year. So our first strategic priority is to serve you, the local HR professional. And we do this by providing unique benefits that will contribute to your professional development and provide value-added resources that you can apply within your organizations. So some of the programs that we create throughout the course of the year are created based on the needs that are articulated by our members. In the coming weeks, you can expect to see, actually it's next week now, we have a program that we had an HR roundtable, and the conversations were focused on pay transparency, and the need arose for us to create a virtual program on pay transparency. So you'll see next week, next Thursday, there is a free virtual session on pay transparency. Registration is really high, and we're probably going to have to close it soon, but if it is of interest to everybody, I would jump in there and put your name in the hat for that before we close it. So pay transparency is next week. And then we have a session that's focused on future-ready HR workplace innovation coming up on June 27th. And this workshop is designed to help HR professionals stay up to date on the latest HR technology trends, best practices, and to provide a forum for networking and collaboration with other HR professionals and those that are learning about technology within the HR space. throughout the course of the year, we pack our calendars filled with programs that our members articulate a need for and that they ask for. So there should be something out there for everybody throughout the course of the year. Our second strategic priority is to maintain our present course of strong financial management. The strengths in our financial statements continue to reflect the strong leadership of the PHRA Board of Directors, and we are able to continue to supply the services and benefits that our members are demanding. Due to the leadership, we are able to continue to provide our members certification scholarships, trial memberships, what we call HR rescue packages, as well as we've extended our in-transition membership rates for those that are in transition. Our third if I could talk, our third strategic priority is to proactively look for ways to broadcast the message of HR. I'm excited to announce that we are continuing with our podcast. So we are concluding season 2. I think the season 2 session ends next Tuesday, but I hope you guys have had a chance to listen to some of our podcasts. The purpose of P4 is to build HR leaders through discussions with thought and business leaders on some of the most critical success factor really for any business, which would be its people. All of the episodes can be found under our resources on the homepage. I believe it's the first drop down. Okay, and finally, our fourth strategic priority is to engage the Pittsburgh community with collaborative outreach efforts. Over the years, we've partnered with several organizations throughout Allegheny County to host volunteer days and collect monetary and item donations for those most in need. This past December, we partnered with the North Hills Community Outreach Group for a holiday, our second holiday toy drive, and we were able to provide over 50 children in need with toys and gifts of well over $5,000 for the children. PHRA's the generosity of our members certainly makes a difference and brought smiles to many children's faces during the holiday season, and we hope to continue the tradition of serving the community in this way. If you ever have a charity that's in need, please let us know. We're always looking for additional ways to get out there in the community and to engage and help the community. So those are our strategic priorities. So we are on track again this year to achieve success as it relates to these priorities. And I know that with our member support, we will continue the tradition of excellence that PHRA has established for 108 years. So Catherine, I will now turn it over to you so you can dig a little bit deeper into the PHRA member benefits.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you. So before we jump into all of that, I am going to launch just a super quick poll. The question that'll be asked on this poll, we're just kind of looking to gauge your top reason for joining the PHRA or what it is that interests you the most if you're not currently a PHRA member. Oh, they are coming in quick. All right, I think, oh, just one more second. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, everybody. So just take a look. And the results of this poll show that most of you are interested in either joining the PHRA or got looped into the PHRA because of an interest in learning and professional development programs, networking opportunities, or HR news and resources, which thankfully Liz and I are both going to talk about in more detail as we go along. But thank you all so much for taking just a second to complete that. Really do appreciate it. Let me close that out. All right. So we'll just basically jump right on into the member benefits, and we'll start with our puzzle piece here. So we'll jump into the member benefit or the member discount puzzle first. So at the PHRA, we are very proud to be able to share with our members discounts on things like event registrations, their membership dues, and even university tuitions. So PHRA members, as of this year, do receive access to complimentary learning and professional development programs once per month. So our members are also eligible to save up to 50% off of registration costs on additional monthly learning and professional development programs, as well as our networking events. And all you need to do to take advantage of the free or discounted event registrations is just to be signed into your PHRA profile. And it'll automatically apply to your cart when you register for your events. We do also offer group membership discounts to companies that have 5 or more professional members that are interested in participating and on the same invoice. So registering your group or your team as a group has the opportunity to save you anywhere from about 10 to 40% off of the invoice total. And if that's something you or your team may be interested in or exploring a little bit more, you're welcome to contact me directly with a list of folks interested in joining and their email addresses, and we can talk through that and get the ball rolling for you. And if you are interested in continuing your education, the PHRA also partners with local universities just in the Pittsburgh area, like Robert Morris University, Point Park, Carnegie Mellon, and La Roche to be able to provide discounted tuitions for our members each semester. And additional information about these money-saving opportunities can be found under the membership value section of our webpage. Or again, you're welcome to reach out to me directly. I'm happy to chat through some of those for you. And the next puzzle piece is our Network and Connect piece. Currently, right now, we have over 1,100 members and multiple networking events per year. So we are able to offer opportunities to connect you all with local HR professionals. And we're excited to offer you a mix of both virtual as well as multiple in-person events. The PHRA Networking Committee is busy planning events for this year, so be sure to keep an eye out for additional in-person and maybe 1 or 2 more virtual networking opportunities for this year under the Conferences and Events tab. Our next networking event is the Meet Your PHRA Colleagues networking event at the Southern Tier Brewery. It's on the North Shore on July 27th, so we do hope to be able to see you all there. And the next puzzle piece is the Learn piece, which all of you seem to have a pretty significant interest in. So the PHRA, we are responsible for helping to train hundreds of HR professionals with top quality content and instruction through educational programs and conferences. Our programs do meet the highest possible standards and are typically eligible for SHRM and HRCI recertification credits. And our current educational programs can be found under the Conferences and Events tab. We have programs now running through the end of the year, and we do periodically add programs onto the calendar throughout the year, so be sure to keep a lookout for that. We also offer 2 virtual 12-week SHRM certification prep classes throughout the year to help folks prepare for and ultimately pass their SHRM CP or the CP credentialing exam. And our course is designed to prepare folks to sit for either of those exams. And additionally, we do have an on-demand webinar that we launched in 2022. So if you miss a program, or maybe it wasn't something that you were interested in the beginning, but now it applies to whatever current work projects you have going on, you can watch programs from our on-demand webinar library. Programs that we've recorded and added into this new webpage. You can watch them at your convenience, or even if you need maybe 1 or 2 more credits for your SHRM or HRCI recertification, you can jump into that library and review past programming for up to 6 months. And our on-demand library is also under the Conferences and Events tab. We have a Zoom ghost today. I'm convinced of it. Sorry about that. And our last piece of this puzzle that brings all of the PHRA benefits together is our Resources and Tools tab. As one of the country's largest HR professional associations, PHRA volunteers and staff work very hard to be able to provide some of the most reliable and relevant resources and tools to be able to help you guys and our HR professionals stay connected to your profession through items such as directories, in-house publications, resource pages, and we even have a very robust career center for our members to access. In 2022, so last year, the PHRA was very excited to be able to launch 2 brand new resources pages for our members to take advantage of. Our identity resources page contains educational resources and content such as informational pages, podcasts, videos, um, information sheets on various identities designed to help support HR professionals for their own personal growth as well as professional growth and development and better support their employees within their workplace. And we also launched a legislative resources page, which provides real-time information on legislation that's currently impacting the world of work in the state of Pennsylvania, or you can sort it by any other state that you may support if you support additional communities outside of Pennsylvania. And additionally, we are very proud to be able to offer a SHRM certification prep scholarship, that subsidizes the cost of our certification prep course that we just spoke about a few moments ago. Essentially, this waives the cost of the fees as well as the materials, so you can sit through the course. And there's a very short application process, and we just launched our fall 2023 class. So more information about the class as well as that certification scholarship can be found on that event page or under the Get Involved tab. And all of the benefits that we just discussed today can be found at the various menu items at the top as well. And next, we'll move into how you can get involved. There are ample opportunities for members and volunteers to get involved, which gives you the ability to directly impact the type of programs we offer, events, and our initiatives, as well as giving you the opportunity to network with our engaged members. So some of the most effective ways to get involved with the association would be to join our buddy program, which is essentially our version of a mentorship program where we match mentees with a veteran PHRA member. You can become a sponsor and help spread brand awareness at our events or present an HR topic to our members during the monthly educational programming, that we talked about a few moments ago, or our annual conferences. And the PHRA also began recently partnering with Latitude, an online mentoring and engagement platform where PHRA members have the opportunity to connect with each other and facilitate a meaningful one-on-one conversation right in the app. So Latitude is an exclusive PHRA member benefit, and you can sign up from the Get Involved tab. But this is a really great way to kind of meet folks and get involved with the association from there as well. And more information on how to get involved with the association can be found on our website under the Get Involved tab. And one of the biggest and best ways to get involved with the PHRA community would be to actually join one of our committees. Our committees meet once per month, and participation really truly is an incredible way to make a direct impact on association initiatives. Our experience shows that committee involvement has the potential to turn into additional leadership roles with the PHRA, such as roles on our board of directors, a role chairing one of the committees, a seat on our executive committee, a number of different opportunities there. And on the screen, you'll see a list of the available committees. And you can learn more and find out about how to sign up for one under the Get Involved tab, or I'm happy to chat through some of the initiatives that the committees participate in and maybe figure out which one would be the best for you if you're interested in volunteering. Happy to chat through that. But the additional information can also be found on the Get Involved tab. And that is it for me. And I'm going to switch it right back over to Liz, and we have some announcements coming up that we will review here with you shortly.
Thank you, Catherine. So as Catherine highlighted, there's always something happening at the PHRA, and there's always ample ways to get involved. So I'd like to highlight 3 of our signature events that we have throughout the year. They are our larger events that bring in the majority of the members' participation. So first we have Engaging Pittsburgh, Innovative People Practices. Engaging Pittsburgh, as I like to shorten it to, recognizes innovative HR practices within our member organizations located throughout southwestern Pennsylvania. At the heart of the campaign is really our intense dedication to recognize the advances and accomplishments of Pittsburgh-based businesses in the areas of diversity, learning and development, talent recruitment and retention, leadership, and teamwork. And so on May 25th, we celebrated all the companies highlighted here on the screen. All of the finalists really engaged in ways that led to extraordinary effort and positive results in the workplace. Connective RX won Team of the Year. Liberty Insurance Agency won Talent Recruitment and Retention. Mortgage Connect won our Learning and Development Award. And Pittsburgh CLO won the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Award. And Jamie Tootie, a shareholder at the Pittsburgh office of Buchanan, Ingersoll and Rooney, took away the Leader of the Year award. So did want to highlight all of them and send congratulations out there to all of the 2023 Engaging Pittsburgh Award finalists and winners. Our second signature event of the year is just around the corner here in a week or so, our golf and bocce outing, which is June 23rd at the Montour Heights Country Club. Our golf and bocce outing is one of our best attended networking events. The outing really brings together a lot of our industry members, our business partners, affiliated partners in the business community, and just friends for a jam-packed day of golf, bocce, beverages, and just socializing and good old-fashioned rivalry on the golf course and bocce court. So we'd love to see you there. Registration will close shortly here on June 14th. So if you haven't registered, please do so ASAP. Our third signature event is normally the one we end the year with, which is our annual conference. The theme for this year is our 75th anniversary conference, and the theme is Facing the Future Together. Our conferences are known to help you stay on top of what's to come in the world of work, no matter where you're at in your career. In honor this year of our anniversary, the first 75 registrants will receive an autographed book from Jim Rooney and Jeremy Duru. These are two of our conference keynotes. So Jim Rooney and Jeremy Duru will discuss how to use sports as the example to bring the discussion of diversity and inclusion into your organization. We do hope that you can join us for this historic event, and together we can advance the world of work. So as you've kind of heard throughout here, we really take pride in the fact that our conferences, our programming, and our networking events provide our members valued development opportunities. Our events really are created to stimulate the thinking and shape the knowledge that our 1,200 or so members rely upon to be successful in today's competitive workplace. So please take a look at the calendar of our events here. Again, we've listened, and all of our events have been scheduled based on the needs articulated in our member opinion surveys. So hope to see you guys at something here in the near future.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So now we're going to turn it all over to you folks. Now is your opportunity to pick our brains. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have or clarify anything that we've discussed today. So please feel free to either use the chat or you can unmute yourself if you've got any questions. We're happy to help.
We've just talked about a lot of stuff. There's got to be someone with a question out there.
I have a couple questions, Catherine and Liz. I am more of a supporting partner. You know, I do training workshops, so sometimes I'm not sure from the perspective of not being specifically an HR professional where it is and isn't appropriate for me. You know, I'll just be honest, like I want to be a part and a contributing member, but I want to like, I'm not always sure which workshops, if they're more HR specific. I guess I don't want to come across as a salesperson. I want to be a member of a group. Does that make sense? That's really the underlying concern I have.
Okay, yeah, no, that's very valid. I would suggest joining the HR roundtables. So they're virtual is it the second Wednesday of every month? The second Wednesday of every month from 11:30 to 12:30. And that will give you a good feel for what the members are discussing, what's top of mind. that would help you, I would think, with some of your trainings, but also allows you to be a part of the discussion in a non-sales pitchy type of way.
Yes.
I also think if, depending upon the different trainings that you do, the Learning and Professional Development Committee would be a good fit for you. Either just kind of supporting the discussion as building the programming that they create throughout the course of the year, or even possibly facilitating one of the virtual programs that they put on. And I think the best way for you to get a gauge as to how you would best fit would be to start listening to the discussions on with the roundtables and the Learning and Professional Development Committee. And then that will help you see, oh, my skill set lies here. This is what I could offer. This is what I could do. That
That's
makes sense.
wonderful. It does, because I do want to learn from the HR community. So those are really good suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So Kathy broke the ice. So who else wants to ask a question? Quiet group today.
All right. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I want to be cognizant of everybody's time. We did go over a little bit. But if there's anything that pops up down the line, or anything that you're thinking about and it's really bugging you, Liz and I are here to answer those questions. I will have this sent out to folks via email, so you all can reply back to that email to Liz and I, and we can have a conversation that way too if anything pops up, or can give the office a call. Like I said, just want to be cognizant of everybody's time and make sure that we're not taking up too much time of your day. But we will go ahead and wrap up. But thank you all so much for taking the time today to participate in our webinar, and we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
I hope to see everybody at Golf and Bocce. Have a great
Yes.
week.